Something is wrong with Mercury. Scientists have discovered trails a tail 3.50 million kilometers long. It's very rare. He is on other planets in the solar system. So what happened on Mercury? Did he break the sun's Lyapunov limit? Is it going to be disintegrated? You know, in the solar system, only the star will show off his beautiful and charming tail. But Mercury is a planet, not a comet. Why did he drag one? A tail millions of kilometers long orbits the sun. And Mercury is so close to the sun. Why wasn't it swallowed by the sun? Today, we will walk into Mercury together. Go and see this solar system. The hardest planet to explore. How many mysteries are hidden? All the time. Mercury is mistaken by many people. It's a planet full of liquid water. But in fact, Mercury is a lifeless wasteland. There is no liquid water on the surface at all. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system. Its surface is covered with dense craters. Due to the fact that Mercury is relatively and the attractive force of the sun is too strong, will attract a large number of asteroids. The star moves closer to the sun. That's why Mercury is doomed. Would be hit by a large number of small celestial bodies. Many of you may find this strange. The sun is more than 6 million times the mass of Mercury. It is not only the smallest planet in the solar system, it is also the fastest orbiting planet, up to 48 kilometers per second. He dared not delay a moment. Keep going at this speed, orbiting the sun for billions of years. So, it is very difficult for humans to explore this planet. In fact, as early as 40 years ago, are studying Mercury. Through advanced spectroscopic analysis discovered techniques. A puzzling phenomenon. That's in Mercury's atmosphere. There is a faint emission of wax balls, yellow light. This finding has puzzled scientists. Because of this situation, very rare on other planets in the solar system, there were bold scientists who speculated these wax balls may be around Mercury, forming a mysterious structure similar to a meeting tail. However, due to the lack of direct and clear observational evidence, this assumption can only be temporarily relegated to the corners until 2001. German astronomers Schmidt and Walter, during observations on the Spanish island of La Palma, used high-precision telescopes, especially designed in long exposure photos, captured an incredible sight. So this is actually water. From the photo we can see a looming tail extending into the depths of the vast universe. At that time, scientists estimated the length of the tail may be to 0.4 million equivalent kilometers, to more than 490 times the diameter of Mercury. There was a surprising revelation. It turns out that Mercury is a metallic planet. This momentous discovery instantly shocked the scientific community. Know about Mercury. Something big has happened. Although Mercury is only 4,880 but its metal content is as high as 70%. It's a veritable giant iron lump. If the existing metal consumption of humans is calculated, metals on Mercury, enough for humans to mine for at least 100 billion years. The reason why Mercury's high metal content is mainly so high, due to its formation in the inner solar system, affected by the sun's magnetic field and high temperature, it makes it easier for metal elements to gather. After all, Mercury is the closest planet all the time sun, under the fierce impact of the solar and extreme heat. Roasted. This also causes Mercury to be very hot during the temperature is very huge low temperature at night. Differences make it difficult for life to be Mercury born is a metallic planet, but humans cannot transfer these metals mining back to Earth. After all, the closest distance between Earth also and 77 million kilometers apart. If Mercury and the Earth were on opposite sides of the sun, the distance between each other will be as high as 220 million such a metal kilometers. Planet. Why is it dragging a long tail? Scientists are seeking to identify the true specially designed and developed Messenger. The probe was successfully launched on August 3, 2004. After nearly 7 years of spaceflight, the Messenger probe was launched in March 2011. Successfully enter orbit around Mercury. One of Messenger's missions is to confirm the tail of Mercury. How is it formed? During Messenger's multiple orbits of Mercury, confirm the tail of Mercury. It's made of wax balls. And the length of the tail is not estimated to 0.4 million but 3.50 million kilometers. That's 9 times the distance from the Earth to the Moon. But why did these wax gardens fall from the surface of Mercury into space to form such a spectacular tail? It turns out that the mystery behind this is the power of the sun. In the solar system, the sun is the absolute central celestial body. Not only does it provide the planets with light and heat, it will also continue to release the solar wind outward. That is, high speeds composed of charged particles, etc. When the solar wind is like a turbulent tide, when it hits the surface of Mercury, like a violent atomic war broke out. high-energy particles in the solar wind. Like a brave warrior. Lift up all the wax circles on the surface of Mercury. Get it out of the water. The attractive force of stars. That's why they're following Mercury, forming a long tail. It all comes down to one reason. Mercury is just too close to the sun. The sun's radiation pressure may seem weak, but over a long period of time, the wax word on Mercury generate a sustained and powerful driving force. Therefore, Mercury has not broken the sun's rookie limit. After all, Mercury's orbital radius is much greater than its Lock Creek limit. And Mercury's orbit is fast enough, up to 48 kilometers per second, so that it can maintain a stable orbit. Will not be pulled into the Lyapunov limit by the attractive force of the sun. It will not disintegrate easily. Although Mercury's wax tail is 3.50 million kilometers long, almost impossible to achieve due to the relatively faint wax tail. It is hidden in the dark background of the universe. I want to see this mysterious and peculiar sight with my own eyes. You have to use a special wax filter. This filter is like a magic key. Can accurately filter out other wavelengths of light. Leaves only the 589 nanometer wavelength through the long tail of Mercury. To the wax tail can be picked up by our telescopes. Discovery of Mercury wax tail. Regarding this solar system, the novel story of the smallest planet. He also opened a door, a window to the depths of the universe. It can help scientists better deep understanding of Mercury's and the physical and chemical properties of the Mercury atmosphere and the sun, and the complex interaction between the solar wind. After all, Mercury has been battered by solar peaks for billions of years. He's still going at a steady speed of 48 kilometers per second. The sun will not be swallowed by the attractive forces of the sun. Just one word. It is also because Mercury is moving too fast. So far, there are only 2 detectors headed to Mercury. This is also why scientists Mercury is the hardest planet to visit in the solar system. If you want to take a spaceship to explore the planet up close, I suggest the spacecraft chose to land on the back of Mercury because of Mercury's night. Temperatures can be as low as -100, and during the day, the temperature can soar to 427 degrees Celsius. After all, low temperature is easier to deal with than high temperature. It is more suitable to land on water. Why is the water temperature difference so large? That's because Mercury doesn't have an atmosphere. This results in highly uneven heat distribution. Its surface temperature fluctuates more than any other planet in the solar system. After all, durable spacesuits can temporarily protect people from cold temperatures. Get off the ship. You can try. Take a short walk on the dark side of Mercury. Go see Mercury's crater to feel what it's like to stand alone on Mercury. But you better not stay too long on Mercury. Because of Mercury's day and night. It's almost 88 Earth days. Once the sun rises, you will be under the continuous scorching of the scorching Mercury. Sun. In the end, there is no residue left. So now you should understand, why is Mercury the hardest planet in the solar system to explore?